Hello, welcome to the NHC podcast sponsored by SoundShape.
Ooh, sponsors!
Yeah.
Well, officially sponsors.
Yeah. I'm thinking we might as well get some promo in for the studio where we record, so...
That's where
and
we
also
are.
our other new sponsors, Fallen Arches. See what I've done there?
That's not quite the same, Colin.
No.
It's not. It's
Unless you just right this very second do an impromptu session.
I might.
Nah, you
we
might.
also demand...
Loving you!
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. That's
Anthony,
a
stop
little.
singing.
That's a little. That's funnier than what I was going to say. So fucking
It's worse
shot
than it.
down.
Aye, so anyway, I'm Anthony.
I'm James.
And I've just remembered I'm Colin.
Way.
Fallen Colin.
Fallen Colin.
Fallen Colin.
Fallen. You could actually spell it Fallin.
Oh.
Fallen.
I don't know. I probably could.
Doesn't work for my name though. Flames.
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 Oh no.
Everyone's like, who the fuck is Fallen Arches? Never mind, you'll find out soon.
Aye, me.
It's a secret. It's a secret. Me-ish. Me-ish.
Although there are like 79 people on YouTube not know who Fallen Arches are now.
Well, that's a good point. There's been a
100 and
Oh, 100 and something.
few. 100
corrections. Just in 100 and something.
To be
yeah.
fair,
Yeah.
I did watch
Hold
it
on.
5 times trying to think, I need to make a small person joke.
Oh.
And then realised that's just uncalled for.
Oh no, it'll come
But
eventually.
you don't have to look at your cock and start making jokes though. That's just weird.
Oh, burn!
I do have to-
Here's some cold water for that
I know.
burn.
Oh, mummy.
No. That's what they call his cock as well. Like the bun.
I thought you were saying mummy. Like that's what they call his
No, that's
mummy.
what he shout.
Get
That's what
mummy
he gets-
out.
That's what gets him to shout.
Oh, no.
Bring mummy to play.
Haunting.
Bring mummy to the bun.
God.
Fetch fuck it. I was going to go somewhere, but I just
fuck
thought
it.
no more of that.
So, what have we got to talk about this week?
Well, there's probably a lot of stuff, but
There's a few things, but we're not going to go into that.
Aye.
Let's not do that.
This is a distinct lack of celebrity beast news this week.
there has been the last couple of weeks, I suppose.
Kind of feels like the calm before the storm. Do you know what I mean?
You're right. You're definitely
It's
right.
like you know,
I mean-
lucky there's an election coming up, so you
Aye.
know.
We could wildly speculate, but that will land us in
We
court.
could do a thing. It's like celebrity fucktard.
I mean, I suppose
when this-
and
this
it
is
could
out-
just be a wee segment I was talking about idiots like actors and celebrity
Jeremy
types
Clarkson.
who are kind of like, you know, getting behind their political parties that they stand
Oh,
by.
you mean
They
like
are
Martin? What's his
Yeah,
face in the Scottish
Freeman.
Labour?
That's exactly what I was going with. Yeah, what a
What
fuck.
is are we?
Oh, I mean, they started in Scotland, and somebody just put, and they will die in Scotland. Yeah, fair enough. Okay then.
I'm so wary though of those polls. Not as in the nation,
What? I was
as
going
in
to say, yeah, UKIP.
the opinion polls. Like, can I say?
I think there's about Polish people there. Like
So did that. It was like,
they're lovely people.
they've been invaded. It's time to go to
they're
war.
lovely people.
Aye. That's probably like positive discrimination. Anyway, sorry. Aye, the opinion polls. I'm really wary of them because a bit like the referendum when it suddenly came out that we were going to vote yes.
Yeah.
I think it's to scare people who are undecided and might go, oh, well, no, I'll just go back to Labour.
Ugh.
Sherlock's mates fucking.
I was just about to say Martin Freeman's done that
he's
video.
voting Labour, so fucking hell, man.
That's
I mean,
quite a
you know.
I
That's
mean,
quite an
imagine Dr. Watson Baggins telling us what to do. Cunt.
Watson Baggins
No, Mr. Photo, sir.
/ Tim.
They're on to us, sir. on the one quest to destroy the country.
Oh no, I know, but that's quite a. You know that way they're trying to make it in a sort of
It's
hey,
putting it off the guy.
It's put me on the edge a
me
bit,
off.
a little bit. He's trying to be all cool in it, and it's maybe laid
I
back.
love
And
Sherlock Holmes, and I love Fargo, and in The Office as well, obviously. And
But you sort of cunt.
pissed me right off, man. Like, I hate it when they fucking do
and
that.
fuck the fucking Lib Dems too. With that after that
Lib Dems, what the fuck
tragic
was that
thing.
mess? Like, take it away, James, man.
Aye,
You
but
fucking, you can
did they
take it
not
from
get
here.
the same agency that did the travel agents in Air?
Remember that? Oh, how that seems like so long ago. I don't even. Wow.
I haven't
So if
got
anyone
to-
knows,
folks,
anyone knows what
If
I'm talking
anybody knows when I shouted breakfast, why I shouted it.
Breakfast.
then- breakfast.
What was that company called again? Now that travel company. Who knows?
Aye,
It did them wonders for a minute. and
They
that was it.
liquidated and
they just dissolved.
I just fucking turned to dust.
But no, the Lib Dem thing with the Uptown Funk. I mean,
Oh, it was bad, wasn't it?
my god, it literally is. Colin made a comment about how
Yeah.
a child could do that. You know,
Yeah.
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's awful, and it's
what
meant
was
to.
it? Vince Cable and Ming Campbell singing it.
No.
Like
no,
the two
it's-
oldest men on the planet.
No. It's basically it's like a kind of cut and paste
What's-
thing. It's like all they've done is just they took loads of wee bits and bobs from like party conferences and things like that, and they've spliced them together.
But the thing is,
and time of the song, as
unlike-
if it's a rap, and
No,
it's
no,
a
but-
fucking mess.
But unlike the good ones that you get, like Obama
yeah, it
sings
doesn't-
whatever,
it just
Or
doesn't
cassette
work.
it's not the same. It's not different conferences where he's said the right words.
Right,
They've
okay.
taken it from the one conference last week.
and just spliced it
So-
to make it sound like something more. It's terrible.
And you're also going into it thinking, oh, this is funny. They've managed to make him sing Uptown Funk with just the same one conference, but it's not the lyrics. It's their beliefs put into time.
Oh, that's
and
horrible.
it's awful. and then
really
they use the
bad.
chorus, Uptown Funk, gonna give it. They use that bit.
That's a bit
It's
where
awful.
I switched off. It took me 2 goes to watch it.
And it's really it's
really
awkward to watch. It's
bad,
really
man.
badly done. All the
Well, to
votes
be
on
fair,
YouTube
aye.
are thumbs down. You
In
know,
previous campaigns, they would have got
Yeah,
this.
it's like 7,000 thumbs down or something. I
terrible.
don't think I've ever seen anything like that before.
Aye, even Hitler's speeches.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, they always get good. They always
Aye.
pretty good.
Pretty good reviews.
But I mean, to
Good
be fair,
reviews, good
in
reviews.
previous campaigns, they would at least have the
Depends.
students do that for them. But aye, they
Do you
bugged
know
that vote.
what? To be
They've let,
fair,
they've let the students' children do it this
do you know
time.
what? Right.
Nah, even they wouldn't vote for
I'm
the
going
Lib
to
Dem.
I'm going to defend him a wee bit on that.
Why?
Why?
Reason being, when you're in a coalition, shit's got to go right. And you've
No,
got to-
no, but you
No,
don't
no,
sign
wait,
up
wait,
Like
pledge.
your sanity.
No,
Yeah.
right, but see your pledges and stuff, and this is what people don't get with this election as well. It's going to be hung parliament no matter what. Nobody's winning a majority,
Oh,
right?
it's good.
Yeah.
Now, what happens with that is, see the pledges that they're making just now. This is welcome to the fucking
Political
political
broadcast.
cast. You know,
Yep.
politics cast.
The
Fucking.
Should
SoundShape
write this
political
down.
broadcast.
But what was saying? I don't maybe condescend here if anybody knows this, but it's
But I'm
people
going
do,
to be.
no, but people do kind of need to know this. A lot of people don't know. That's that's what really scares me. So I was actually talking about this today, and what people don't understand that. See in your manifestos and different things, it changes. See as soon as you get in, and if there's 2 people go because it's first past the post and all that. See if these 2 people go through, right? See for talking sake, like last year, it was 5 years ago, it was Lib Dem and Tories get through, right? So it was. So they get through. So all their manifesto and all their pledges went out the window because they had to make a new manifesto and new pledges.
Exactly.
Because
Well,
of
I
so it
know,
doesn't matter. They
but
can
I mean-
basically say what the fuck they like and go back on it and say, well, you know. So that's why
No,
I'm kind of defending the whole.
I
They
don't
went
think-
back on
I-
the word because they were able to. Do you know what I mean? So nobody can really hold that against them.
No, I think you can because you have to have certain lines in the sand, and obviously theirs for the coalition was the alternative vote referendum, which they get royally done over with. Get up them.
Yeah.
But you don't sign a pledge saying we're not going to do student debt and then kind of like cave your arse in, because they managed to hold that pledge in Scotland when they did the
Yeah.
coalition with Lib Lab in 2001.
Yeah, true.
So,
true. But
just because-
I don't think they had a choice though in Scotland. I think it would have been fucking. I mean,
Well, Labour were
yeah,
going
but
to
I don't
bring.
mean that. But I think like in Scotland it's a wee bit different from down there. I think they knew we'd have just burnt the fucking colleges down and shit. Like that. We don't take kindly to things like
Well,
that.
I mean,
you know.
the students,
We're not savages.
The students didn't take kindly to it
Yes,
down
most
south
of us
either.
are. Yeah, true.
I think like if
It was us that didn't riot when
Aye.
when England had the riots.
Do you know what I always thought that was really cool though? Because it's like people were like, hey, actually, no, I think it was like one guy tried it and somebody battered him in the street. It's
Behave,
like, that's
Joe.
like that. I just like fucking stop.
fuck's sake, we get our messages for there.
Aye, fucking what you doing,
I
man?
need to go twice as far to walk now.
I know. Fucking.
Always got
I
his
need to
things
get
when
my
you-
cider. Do you know what I mean? Some
it's
arsehole's
farm food to
picking
do
up.
3 rashers of bacon for £1. Fucking hell, you dick.
That's pretty dear.
I know.
It's like fucking.
Mums go to Iceland.
I know. Mums that can on lots of benefits. There's.
To be fair, Iceland, they now do like ostrich steaks and shit like that. They've gone up market in their
They
heads.
it could be
Ostrich
anything.
steaks
It could
are
be anything.
really nice, man. I've not tried them in there, but I've had them in a restaurant before.
Have you actually?
Yeah, ostrich. Yeah, you get it in a couple of can.
Places I want to try.
Oh, Viva was always in there last week.
It's expensive. I know, understand.
Oh.
I mean, but I really want to try it.
I think that's
Welcome back.
a
to
podcast
restaurant.
Christmas night out.
Yeah, so music news. What we got for music news? There's a few things, man.
Zayn's left One Direction.
Not only that though, the fucking hypocrite's done a song with Naughty Boy already.
No, he hasn't.
He has.
Has he really?
Aye.
Breaking news, people.
Naughty
To me,
Boy
anyway.
Put
Yeah,
it
it was
on,
today, wasn't it?
Naughty
Did
Boy
it,
put it
bro?
on Twitter last night and started a feud with one of the other cunts for One Direction.
So I reckon that's maybe already that
That's already been in
that
the bag, I
wouldn't
reckon.
have they wouldn't have recorded
That's
that
been in
at
the bag, man.
aye.
Oh, aye.
Once.
They'd have been that for a few weeks at least.
Well, I mean, he was signed off for a month with stress, wasn't he? Because he got caught winning a lassie.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, there was pictures of him.
It's funny.
Like,
he gets signed off with stress, getting caught with another lassie. I get caught. I get my balls cut off. I mean,
But wait, so
yeah, he got caught
that
partying with
blonde
an
girl.
attractive blonde girl in Thailand, and then was signed off with stress the next day.
I
Yeah,
thought, I
girl-
thought that was his girlfriend. I know it's not.
Oh, it's
Lady
girlfriend's
boys.
that sort of one for is it Little Mix or Pick and Mix or whatever the fuck they're called?
Pick and Mix, probably. Take a
Little
pick.
Mix, is that a wee check for your Little Mix?
Aye, the blonde one.
It's off his fucking brain.
I know. Sometimes you
I
wonder.
don't care how big that girl's cock was.
You've got to know. She could have the hairiest palms and whatever.
Thailand has them now.
Palms. And the bag.
Hand to James.
Yes. We should film this.
I know. I was
Because
saying
Colin's
this.
got his cock out right now.
Aye, well, you know, it's like, as soon as hairy palms get mentioned,
No,
that's
do you know
fucking
what?
in there, man.
That's pissing me right off then. Because, yeah, you're
Well,
right.
you can get a shot in a minute.
Celebrities like that, they think, well, obviously Zayn's thinking, do you know what? I could literally fuck anything that moves, male or female,
And
human or not.
And
Why
we're
not?
stuck with the buds we've got. Is that what you're saying? 'Cause I agree
much.
with that.
No, well, you said it, not me. Disclaimer. But
See, he made me.
I'm not saying I'm not. Forget the knife I'm holding to your throat, but
Don't listen, man.
I'm not arguing or disagreeing with you in any way. But no.
Why are you nodding your head in a yes mode?
But do you know? But that's the thing. He'd just be like, do you know what? Fuck it. But then he'd complain if she didn't take him back. But he'll be thinking, do you know what? Fuck it. I'll just go and get anyone else. Then still complain a month later. Well, actually, still not because you're all over the papers with another girl.
Yeah,
it's
you're
worse enough.
fucking
It's worse
idiot.
enough if your girlfriend finds out from a rumor that your pals
Yeah,
told
it's
on a night
pretty
out.
shit, aye.
It's different if you're all over the fucking tabloids, mate. Don't
you know
complain then.
To be
It's
fair,
like, I mean, if you're that famous, right, and you're not interested in a girl, you can. I mean, you just don't. You just walk away
Just
because
say
at
no,
the end of the day, it's like smack. Do you know what I mean, you don't have to be addicted when you're famous.
They've got pills to stop these things.
Exactly.
Pills to counteract the pills.
but I suppose
Exactly.
talking about Zayn and then quitting
Smells.
One Direction, being a bit of a hypocrite, saying I want to escape the celebrity lifestyle, and then bringing out a new single with Naughty Boy.
Cunt.
What do you think
did
about
Did he follow?
organising?
Was he pushed?
Well, there's been talk for a long time of them not liking each other, so
Yeah, that was
The one thing that's been obvious for a while, I think it
the
might be.
direction.
Might have,
Or lack
the
thereof.
wrong direction.
Lack of, yeah.
The last, one of the
Wrong
funniest interviews I saw recently was before the Brits, because it wasn't just last month. It was maybe like December, and it was some award thing where basically Harry was at his face.
Harry
Harry
Styles
Styles
all
was.
looking at him with contempt.
They're all looking at him literally. He took the mic off the interviewer as if like I'm
This
the
is my
only
man.
one that's here. He's chatting
Yeah.
away, and the other ones are just like, oh, you finished? No,
Aye.
no, please continue, Harry. And he's just like,
Was Taylor
he's
good, was
oblivious.
she?
Aye, totally.
So
oblivious to
they're
what's
just like, they're done, and they're going to be dissolved anyway. There's no way they can carry on.
mean,
They all hate each other.
the
I
thing
think
is,
they
like,
must do.
history repeats itself so many times with boy bands. Look at Take That and even He's 17.
That's what happens when you take a bunch of guys that aren't into the same shit, don't give a fuck. Know what I mean?
Oh no, they are into
just-
the same shit, wanking each other off. In a circles.
Aye.
No, you know what I mean? No,
And-
it's like,
and
but you
crying
just,
about
look
it.
at those guys and you know that they. I mean, well, they were actually kind of
Aye,
forced
they
together.
were
weren't
put together on X
yeah,
Factor.
yeah. Well,
Aye, Simon Cowell went, yeah, you're all solo, but do
Aye.
you know what? You're all the ones I'd
Simon
wank
Cowell,
over.
like, I do you, and you.
That's exactly
Get in the
it. Yeah.
Get in
You
the
all
truck.
make me moist. Get on the thing together.
Get on
and
the
then
Maybe train.
they all live in that house together, or
Get
whatever
on
it
the
is.
island.
do you know what, man? Fucking hell. That must be a horrible
It
scenario.
must be
I know.
horrible making
I know,
millions of quid and
when
get
I
to
go
fuck everything
see,
that
I
moves.
was going to say, it must be a nightmare going to work every day with people you don't really like.
Well, no.
Oh, wait.
Everyone
Wait
else
a
does
minute.
it
I do it every fucking day
for less money.
for less money.
I know.
aye.
Well,
And
that's
less-
the thing. They are the richest boy band in history, but not even by a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's a big
It's,
bit,
I mean,
aye.
it's millions and millions of quid ahead. So it's like you've
I-
got
but
to
I mean-
wonder, like they literally are only doing it because somebody's telling them, if you quit, think of everything you're giving up.
If you
Oh, yeah,
quit,
totally, man.
we're going to show everyone the videos of what Simon did to you backstage.
Yeah.
Under
You know,
rest.
tea and stuff
Under
like that.
rest.
Aye. Zayn,
Yeah,
they'll
you're
all
right,
know
you're
how your
absolutely
quit
right,
stayed
though.
up.
There's people pulling the strings there. I think they've split up last year.
And-
I
But, I mean, the thing
I
is-
actually thought they would split it up. We're going to split up into Brits,
They've split up,
personally.
or they've not split up, sorry. They've brought out 5 albums. I could genuinely tell you one of their songs, and it's that one
I know.
out of their first album that's what
You
makes you
make me
beautiful.
light up your life. Something
Yeah,
like
that one.
That's the one I know.
That's what makes you
James-
beautiful.
Well, as they say, they're going to make up the new album this year as well, so they're going to just record. I mean,
Well, that's it. They seem to be one of these bands that brings out an album. You're like, where did that come from? What?
it just happens, I know.
Aye.
They will have no recollection of doing these things in the
To be
studio.
fair, they all get
They'll be
song-
thrown
aye.
into
They
it,
all
and then
get
it'll be like,
songwriting.
done,
Yeah,
get
yeah,
out.
done, yeah.
And then for another 6 months, a guy basically works
you
on it and
basically,
fixes it.
and then you learn how to sing the songs.
Aye, you learn- relearn the songs you were singing.
Mime the songs live.
They all get songwriting credits as well. It's insane.
Aye, everyone always do, all the girls
Yeah.
feel like, oh, they're a real band because they're
Because
song-
he's writing the
no,
songs.
they,
No, they
Yeah,
don't.
they were
don't.
in the room when someone said some words.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
There's
a
lot
guy.
of songwriters
Well,
that-
no,
I'd say that.
No, there's I could be wrong. I'm sure there's one guy. I'm sure he's Swedish. He's actually he's like their main songwriter.
Yeah, that's right.
Now
I remember reading that.
he obviously he's made billions off of this now,
Oh.
and he is like.
Out of job.
Well, I know he doesn't care though.
He's not gonna
He's
fuck
very
that.
happy. But the thing is, he's one of these cool guys behind the scenes that doesn't mind. Like fans tweet him and go, "Where did that lyric for that song come from?" He's like, "Do you know what? I wrote
From
it
my Bob.
just literally for the sake of writing it." But he tweets things apparently like unused One Direction lyrics just for the fuck of it.
Nice.
He's like, it's kind of like he's giving a kind of nice service back to the fans in the
That's
sense that
kinda cool,
he's
man.
quite a cool guy. He doesn't just write for them, obviously.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
doing a lot of
definitely,
things. But he's one of these kind of that guy I think we talked about last year sometime where you would
Yeah.
never realise this guy's written so many of
From
these
Beyonce's
big hits.
Oh, the guy from
Is he-
One Republic, Ryan Tedder.
No, not even him.
No,
Oh,
we're
even
talking about
more
It's
something
the
else.
guy. It's this guy that was
Peter Quinn.
pretty much Peter
Quinn,
Quinn.
yeah.
Yeah. But no, he's literally a millionaire and he's done nothing but write
that's- I
huge
was gonna
hits.
say, there's like there's a collective, I can't remember what they're called now, who for ages wrote like All Girls Aloud and Kelly Minogue and stuff like that. No one kind of knew who they were outside the industry. And they're the same, they wrote so many hits and were stinking rich.
Oh,
Rivers Como. It's a prime example.
he's done a few things.
He writes
Yep.
a bunch of stuff as well. He's
River
he's
Phoenix.
Yeah, River Phoenix from the grave. Yeah, a Ouija board. I
Ouija
think
board's
you're
gone
on.
mental. aye.
Ouija lyrics.
Ouija lyrics.
Johnny Depp did it.
Widgets.
Widgets. Oh, you're still trying to
Widgets.
find a word for that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
It's. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just what it is.
Do you know what's really funny though? Like it's like all these these kids cutting themselves and that and like
Yeah,
fucking
because
hell,
self-harming thing highlighted hypocrites as well, and I know like
Sectoplasm.
music's full of hypocrites, but I mean, there's a couple of
That's the
local-
whole industry,
There's
basically.
That is
aye,
the absolute
but there's a
total
couple of
industry,
local
yeah.
promoters who are kind of having pops at massive bills, like, I can't believe you're having 6 band bills. When they do the same themselves, it's a bit shit. It kind of goes at every level in music, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Worrying, isn't it?
Terrifying.
But it's also got to have legal. I mean, see when somebody just leaves a band, he'll be contractually obliged to something that's now fucked up.
Well,
He's
I don't even so much think it's that. What you probably find is as well is the like how do I put it? The contract he signed is probably binding him to a music contract, not just One Direction, because they must be able
like
to do
to
other things.
Simon Cowell's label.
Well,
sort of
aye,
thing.
aye. 'cause that's
so
kinda-
he's signed on with them probably because Simon Cowell's not stupid. So he's a savvy businessman. He's probably thought to himself, right, what I'll do is I'll sign them all on, knowing it's going to fucking implode. Probably about 4 or 5 years down the line. I mean, which
To be
it
fair,
has.
to be fair,
And then he's
it's
probably-
lasted
so
longer than I thought it
but
would.
that means that well, money talks. I mean, at the end of the day, but that means that no matter what happens, he's still got them on his label. So other solo projects
Aye.
that'll all do well. I mean,
Well,
they'll be
initially-
shit, but
initially
initially
they'll do
do well at the beginning, and they will also make money off that as well. Do you know what I mean? He's not daft. Like that's how I'd have done it anyway. That's how if I was if I had that kind of money, that's that's exactly what I would do. You know what I mean? Because I'm a
Fiend.
cruel bastard, basically. Aye. I'm quite savvy when it comes to things like that. It's common sense. You know what I mean? Something's going to implode if you've got a band. Sign them all individually. That means no matter what they do solo, it's yours. Part of that's yours. Or they've got to buy themselves out. You're making money. either
See,
way.
I'd be wondering how much.
But MD was stupid enough to sign on to that.
Like,
Then, mind you.
I wonder how they get money individually. Like, how is it divvied out
You might think
contractually?
they've probably got. That's what I was going to say.
Because
It'll be
it's
separate
all
contracts.
it's just performing. I mean,
I think
maybe
it'll
they
be separate
do.
contracts. Because Harry
I mean, if-
Styles at one point was like biggest star on the planet. At one
But I mean,
point,
if
which
it's
is ridiculous.
separate, I mean, how the hell do the rest of them abide with that? Really? I mean,
Well,
I couldn't- I couldn't do
but
that.
like, see, I suppose with the dolls and stuff like that, they probably have a certain kind of cut out of that based on themselves, and then there's maybe like, for talking sake,
yeah, the likeness kind of thing.
aye.
Your likeness is that's the same way as like Star Wars figures.
of course, if you've,
Well, yeah,
I didn't
things as
even
well.
think about
Like-
things like merchandise
Yeah,
and
yeah,
figures. and all
that's
that.
where they make their money. So, like, if you're so what you do is you would license out. You would get your manager to get you to send some licensing deal to do with your likeness. So anything like your wee bobbleheads and stuff like that kind of thing, all that sort of stuff. Anything with your facial likeness on it.
But I imagine
And
Yeah,
that just blows your mind when you think
Aye.
about all the.
insane.
Like Metallica did a thing where they sort of tried, obviously.
It's insane.
Obviously, it's insane. Obviously, they try to do it
Oh,
because they're
for
obviously
fuck's
trying to
sake.
count every penny. But
Yep,
there was a
yep.
thing with Metallica saying how many millions of dollars
Oh,
of
yeah.
like unofficial merch they must
Oh,
have sold.
insane.
So imagine the same in One Direction. There must be like
What?
lunchboxes
Well, you
that
need
we
to go-
touts will make.
You need to walk through like either bars or
Things-
CCC, do you know what I
things
mean?
like
And it's
that,
here,
exactly.
fucking, like what is it?
Well, not even your
19,
your
20
pound
quid for a
shops,
t-shirt.
your pound shops and all that, all the little flasks and
Yeah.
stuff. That won't be official merchandise.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
all this money that's getting made, and imagine knowing that you're only getting a fraction of your
Of
stuff.
what you should be getting.
It's insane.
Well, that's it. Like,
even if you are getting millions.
Can I vaguely remember
Well,
reading
aye,
that Disney's Frozen made more money off of like lunchboxes and stuff like that than it ever did in the box office? Like
Well, I can
double how
believe
much
it.
it made in
Aye,
the box office.
merchandise for
And
that,
was-
absolutely.
Aye,
That was
billion, isn't it?
fucking
It's hit a
huge
billion
in the
mark,
box
isn't it?
office as well.
It's one of it's like
But like, every
yeah.
pound shop you go to get the kids in and stuff like that, it's
Oh, yeah.
Frozen stuff here,
Everything's frozen. Yep.
and it's
Yeah.
genius.
it's Iceland. Thing.
Iceland. I was just about to say that.
Where you go there?
Fuck. Back to that joke. That's why mums go to there.
Do you want to hear a joke about
Or is
Seamus?
it Farm? Which one's Peter Andre? That really.
He's a fucking dickhead that was married to Jordan.
I know, but what is it?
I know
is
it's
it,
Iceland.
Is it Iceland?
I think it's Iceland.
He's
Isn't
a
it?
git.
It was Iceland.
Yeah.
Can't
It's
act,
Iceland.
can't sing, can't do anything. That boy, but he's
No,
famous.
He had washboard abs. That was about what he was famous for, wasn't it?
It's what?
Washboard abs.
All right. I thought you said washboard abscesses. I was like, what? Honestly, that's what I thought you
It's
said. I was
a
like,
brand new disease.
Someone's put the washboard around my
that's
mouth.
fucking horrible, man.
That sounds sore.
That
A full washboard comes out.
sounds like it could be a sore.
Ass sore.
A sore. Another music news. Let's talk about Marilyn Manson and Smashing Pumpkins apparently doing a co-headline tour.
Remember 15 years ago when Smashing Pumpkins were doing the last ever tour?
Yeah, remember that? I actually went.
Remember 20
I
years ago when
remember-
Smashing Pumpkins were relevant?
No.
To be fair, there's only like
15 years
there's
ago.
only like one album that I really like.
Siamese Dream.
Don't
Yeah.
like any of them. I think they're just shit.
I like Siamese Dream. I like the first three actually. To be fair.
What was before them? Siamese Dream.
There was. Oh, what's it called? Fucking hell, what's it called? Oh, my brain.
My brain. I have
Come
to
back to
think.
me in a minute. I'll come back in a minute. I'll come back. I've been up since 5 o'clock.
Says
this morning.
me with the
Like,
internet in front of me.
I don't want to know though because it'll annoy me because I should know that. Like, because I think I've
Just
actually got it-
pretend after
I think I've
that.
actually got it on my phone.
Billy Corgan's
Gish.
just.
Gish.
But he's like the male Yoko Ono for me.
What? Help
Just
destroy the
vast
Beatles?
waste of space.
Yeah, it's a bit, yeah.
That's racist. He's not Japanese.
Neither's Yoko. She's American.
She's
Ah! Ujda!
She probably isn't. She probably is actually Japanese, but I just.
Who gives a fuck?
she's something like that.
She's probably listening.
She's on my celebrity death list this year.
Yeah, she won't.
She's not old enough, but she
No.
could be just get.
She fucking
Cockroaches
is.
don't die.
She's nearly 80.
The section
She was older than Lennon.
Holy fuck! Really?
There you go.
No wonder she moves like that on stage.
He
It's
has
just
the gill fetish.
gettish.
A gettish.
Oh, I need to gettish me a gettish. That is horrendously
That is
bad.
I'm
horrendous.
going to gettish me in here amongst your gash.
Well, don't have to do
stop
that. Taking it too
There's
far.
children listening.
Probably not.
Oh,
No,
they
no,
are.
no.
They're in the basement. I've
Aye.
left this
Oh,
on.
no, I don't know, because as soon as you say One Direction, there's probably is going to be kids listening when you like tag that.
I think we should make up like a
They're going to
some
be
sort of meme.
thoroughly disappointed.
We should do a,
Exactly.
We should make up some sort of meme for this, and and make it like wrong direction, and just have us superimposing their faces.
Oh, shit, actually, there's a One Direction tribute band playing Greenock in May. They're going to be raging about Zayn Malik.
I know.
No, the guy that plays Zayn's going to be raging at his left.
Aye. Because they'll have to learn the new arrangements they do live
and then
for
they'll
the
kick every fuck.
four-piece harmonies. Oh, sorry, mate. There's not enough room for
They've
5.
already apparently cut them out of. They do like a pre-tour video pack, a pre-show starting video package with them all on it to get the girls screaming and wet. And
We should work in one of those.
They've already cut them off. Aye, it would be screaming and angry,
Aye, screaming and angry.
Scrangy.
Scrangy.
confused. But
Did you see the
somewhat
Lidl
angry.
on that topic? The Lidl.
Oh, that was superb.
Lidl made a phenomenal tweet and it was real.
What?
Did you
That
not
was
see it?
brilliant,
No,
yeah.
they were talking about their Easter eggs and they were saying like they're only 99 pence and they did a thing where they took a picture of the Easter egg box and put it in a white background, did the Lidl logo, that's not easy to say, on the
Lidl
corner.
logo?
Lidl
And it
logo.
said 99 pence and it was like a hasty red cross through it. 79 pence. It was like, right guys, looks like we need to like put a discount on our Easter eggs now as
a
well.
fifth off of all.
A fifth off, aye. So they took a fifth off of it, which is genius.
Aye.
So they scored him out of the egg as well.
That's
But
fucking
fuck,
cracking.
79p for an Easter egg with jelly beans in it. That's immense.
I was going to say that is cheap as well, isn't it? I would just, who gives a fuck what it's like?
I just eat them.
You go to
know?
fucking Morrison's or Tesco and Asda and they're like, cheapest Easter egg nowadays is like a tenner and you
Do
go,
you know what?
fuck off.
I was looking today at Easter eggs because I just realised it's like at the weekend.
Aye.
I know it's weird.
Fuck, do you
We're
know
in
what I mean?
April tomorrow
What
as
the
of
fuck
recording.
Yeah,
Fourth
the
wall.
fuck is that about? But anyways, it was like I was going to get was it a crunchy egg or something I was going to get, and it was fucking $7.99 or something like that. I was like, it's got chocolate and two wee bars of chocolate. Fuck you! I was getting nothing.
Just to reiterate what I was saying about the Smashing
Jesus
Pumpkins.
died for that
I'm
shit.
not really talking about Siamese. I was talking about Melancholy and Infinite Sadness.
Oh,
Siamese Dream is good as well, though. Guess
double album.
Aye,
That's the third album.
you get your bang for your buck on that one.
That's a great album as well. The first three albums are good.
Yeah, okay, we'll lump them in as a good package.
What do you guys think of co-headliner tours though? Like just
I don't think they work.
I don't think so too. I mean,
It's funny when it's two bands like that because
Yeah,
they're
it's
really
just random.
It's kind of like you're just going to a festival now, but you're only
Aye.
seeing a small handful of bands.
Yeah, there's
Well,
a
there must
lot.
be more playing them with other supports as well, I'm sure.
well, the last kind of
I've never really went to a co-headline gig.
they don't tend
really
to happen so much over here. The last one I can think of was Motley Crue and Def Leppard or something like that, maybe
Back in the
18
day,
months ago.
Yeah.
I remember the one that I really wanted to go to when I really wanted to see big names like that was Deftones in Linkin Park. When
Right.
Linkin Park had just
Yeah.
started, but they were so big so quickly. They were supporting Deftones for like say 6 months,
Yeah,
but in that
got a
6 months
co-headline.
they get so massive they had to call it a co-headline because Linkin Park were like, well, we're actually selling a lot of albums here.
Aye.
So that was quite funny, and I was.
But that's a kick in the teeth for Deftones because they're quite. We're the best, kind of.
I know, and still are better.
They are
They're
fucking
still, I
excellent.
mean, they're still a great
Do you know
band.
it's a band I never ever liked, but I completely respected?
Oh no,
anyway?
I think they're fantastic. I mean, to come through the fucking tragedy of losing their bass player as well. I mean,
Yeah,
that guy only
definitely.
died last year. And he was in
Yeah.
a coma for like 6-7 years
That's
nearly.
hard going, innit?
And you know, it looked like he was going to get better, and then he didn't. And then they still managed to keep. Obviously, Slipknot have done the same thing, but that was different. That was like in the blink of an eye. But I'm not going to lump Slipknot in it actually because I've realised now from day one they've went. Do you know what? We don't give a fuck if somebody dies.
That's
They've
kind of why
always
they
been-
had the masks, so wasn't it? For a while.
Yeah. They then realised like shit, we're going to be popular. We've got to keep this up for like 20 years.
Do you know what?
Fuck it.
I really like Slipknot, and I hate admitting it, but I really like Slipknot.
No, I don't hate to
Don't
admit it
admit
at all.
No, but
I used to
don't
love
like
them.
liking
First
things
two
that are
albums were
dead
brilliant.
gimmicky. Oh, Wait and Bleed's a fucking stunning
The
tune.
first album's superb. As metal albums go, they just changed the
yeah,
table.
I agree with that.
Everyone thought metal's that kind of genre at the time, and a lot of more dancey stuff was taking over.
Yeah.
They then threw kind of like the Kurt Cobain thing when it was like, do you know what, grunge
Yep,
is dead
yep,
and all
yep.
that, but Kurt Cobain just went woomph. Slipknot went and go like that. There's a new metal sound for you, and everyone went, wow. Take away the masks. The masks didn't bother me.
No,
I didn't even
it's
like.
not that. It's not,
I actually just
what
liked the album.
Do you know what I hated? It was all these fucking morons. It was actually a girl I can't stand. He used to always wear the Slipknot hoodie, and I used to actually
Aye.
put me off him for years. I can't even bring myself listening. She's a fucking dick, and
Let's go, Louie. Oh man, I gotta go. Louie. Oh man, I gotta go. The man with the cash is waiting for me. I sail and shit across the sea. This junkie business
It was they're fucking.
Do you remember the
great.
time when everyone used to go around? It was about 15 years ago as well. Everyone used to go around with the Kurt Cobain suicide note T-shirt.
What the fuck? Why would you even
It's
wear that? I
awful,
remember that
it's
as well.
awful,
That's
isn't it?
pretty awful.
On the back, it'd be on the back, and it'd be a
See
picture.
when the three of us are sitting here saying that's pretty awful. I've been making jokes about all sorts tonight, and I'm.
I thought you were going to say I'm making jokes about autism.
That's next week, folks.
Tune in next week, guy.
Celebrity. Oh, it doesn't even. Whatever.
Nah.
Are there any celeb? No, that's not even. No, hang on.
There isn't
Celebrities with autism.
Michael J. Fox doesn't count.
He's,
Oh, was any guys?
he's a.
Any guys like
So I'm showing a picture of Michael J.
that
Fox.
reminds me of a Louis C.K. joke.
What's that?
When he's talking about, he's like, yeah, he's like, what is he saying? He's like, man, I hate it when you've got to get up. You know, you're just sitting there and you're like, you've got to get up and put a sock on. It's like fucking nightmare and blah blah. And he's like, so I was telling this story, blah blah. And Michael J. Fox pipes up. He's like, it takes me. I've got, you know, what is he? He's got again?
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's.
He's like, yeah, I've got Parkinson's. It takes me 2 hours sometimes to brush my teeth. And goes like, yeah, it's horrible. I mean, I feel your pain, but socks though. You know, socks. My life, that doesn't affect me. Socks. It's my guy. I just thought it was really funny. Louis C.K. Fox.
Louis
Check
C.K.'s
it out.
phenomenal. The actual
Check it
show
out.
Louis
Yeah,
is
yeah,
just
Louis bright, but
unreal.
Louis C.K. Stand up is.
Well, the stand-up is
phenomenal.
beyond everything. It's great.
It's really good.
As far as co-headliners go, no, I'm just thinking of another big one. There was one that I was going to mention. There was did Green Day not do one with? Oh, I'm thinking Green Day Blink-182, but that wasn't in the UK. I don't
it was
think.
I
on the
was saying
States that was.
And everyone wanted that. I'm remembering that was. I was a minute. It's because of the. It's because of the massive outcry. They were like, do it here.
They are a lot more kind of prominent in America, and I don't know if that's maybe because certain bands have certain towns see it being so big. Because like Kiss and Def Leppard and I think Aerosmith tend to go on them with like Cheap Trick and stuff like that.
Yep.
Quite a regular basis, and then I suppose one of the more kind of infamous ones for the 90s would have been Metallica and Guns N' Roses, where Hetfield obviously get burned by the pyro,
Yeah, sure.
and
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses didn't come on, and it caused this
Wow.
riot.
I mean, fucking.
What was that
bullshit.
thing that used to tour? The Big Four.
Yeah.
The Big Four. So it was
Slayer, Megadeth,
Metallica and
Anthrax
Anthrax.
and Metallica.
That's obviously for metal fans. That was like.
Oh, that's
Orgasmic.
But that's
Well,
still
that was a massive-
Donington and stuff like
I
that.
don't think the big. It used to be called the Big Four. It was, I mean, that's. I don't think
but-
the actual the Big Four doesn't happen
That
anymore.
was a
do you?
massive deal when they did Sonosphere a few
Oh,
years ago.
Yeah.
That's what I was
That's
meaning.
the one,
That's
yeah.
what I knew it was something like that. But
And obviously we used to have Ozfest.
Ozfest.
I was mentioning that last
what
week.
was gonna? We were touched on this a while ago, but this is true though. What's going to happen? Do you think with these festivals? What bands are sort of big enough to fill those shoes? Do you know what I mean for the next sort of generation? Because I'm not seeing bands that are that big. Slipknot, I could see maybe doing it, but other than that,
Oh, you mean like sort of
maybe
rock
Linkin
sense?
Park and stuff. But like,
I don't
you
even
know,
think Linkin
full
Park
rock.
though.
Nah.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Nah.
Really.
For the nostalgia, but not.
Well, let's,
maybe not
most of
here.
the bands like Slayer and Slipknot. I'll be honest with you, Slayer, sorry, and Anthrax. You're going for nostalgia.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? So
But
I can see
I
that
don't
that
know.
way. But like in Pantera and bands like that. But do you know what I mean? It's like
I mean, you don't.
I'm listening to a lot of
I
bands.
suppose if you're talking like it's probably going to be another 10 years before you lose Megadeth and stuff like that and Metallica.
I don't know. I think Megadeth might be sooner than you
They're
think.
talking about bringing out a new album this year. I know, like
I don't mean that. I just mean in general. Like you've only got a certain amount of time to be able to play like that. You really have with your original members. Drummers for a kick-off.
So if-
Do know what
if
I mean?
you say-
Lars is saying now he's struggling. Do you know what I mean?
He is. His
He's-
legs can't keep up.
Yeah, with his mouth.
His brain and his whole thing's functioning.
I suppose if for being generous, then you give them 10 years. Festivals probably they now.
These guys are pushing fucking 60,
Aye.
55, 60.
Those kind of genres, the more rock-based festivals like Download and even the metal-based ones,
Yeah.
they push them at that kind of 30, 40 market, don't they?
Yeah.
Because they're the ones who tend to have the money.
That's it, to
So
go
you're,
as well,
you're
eh?
talking about, you're probably right with Linkin Park in that regard, because it's like folk my age now, in 10 years' time, kind of going, or our age
You see
is
that
now.
no, 10 years, 15 years time. I mean, like
That'll
you get
be the
bands like
bands
Lost Profits coming back. Things
Band-
like that.
but what? No.
I love it. Like you were.
I
actually
was
just
so
gonna go,
confused.
I
Like,
know.
did
Aye.
he just say that? No.
Yeah, I said it. I said it.
But you may have like I don't know, a horrible
Fucking-
situation where Limp Bizkit are headlining
Do you know what?
festivals
I
all
was
the time.
actually going. I was the other band. I seriously.
Well, no,
was
they're
gonna
back.
mention
I mean, they are back.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they only played last year in
Fucking
Glasgow.
terrible.
Aye.
But
Stained
I don't.
bands like that.
I don't
Fucking
think they'll
crap.
get to the size they were in the early
No, they
noughties or
never
whatever. Never. I hope
Do you know
not.
what though? But sometimes it's like Kid Rock. He came out tomorrow and done something. It would be huge because
I know, he's one
everybody
of-
in America just
People in America love him, I know.
remember that kind of
'cause
cover
he's-
thing he done, Sweet Home Alabama. That makes me feel sick to the pit of my stomach.
And
every time I hear
scarily
it.
enough, that was like nearly
That
10 years ago.
No, but that song is fucking huge.
It was
It's always played on
huge.
MTV and things like that.
Aye.
How the fuck? What? Oh,
'Cause,
it's
My
terrible.
point, oh, actually,
Because he's American Dream. Look, if this cunt can make it, so can anyone.
That's true. He's like fucking.
He's got nothing
that
going for him.
wee guy he had with him died, didn't he?
Right,
Little
Kid
Jimmy.
Rock.
No, the wee
no, that's-
guy.
I mean, the little kid.
There was that wee tiny dude.
That wee thing. What was
Oh,
that?
wait, the one that's in that episode of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Aye!
The wee
it's
tiny
him,
bald
aye.
guy.
What was that?
Oh, that's it.
Fair Troyer.
No!
Oh,
Brilliant.
man, no. I've actually
He'll
got him
never
here
die.
tonight. He's actually in my pocket. I've got him here.
He's a wee treat.
That's quite an
He's a wee treat.
No, what I was going to say with the MTV
Nom,
thing,
nom, nom, nom.
Pocket rocket.
that's what brings the new wave of attention to bands like that
What, Death?
to younger guys and girls. Well,
Yeah.
no, it's not just guys that watch it. People that watch it, like, they're obviously getting into these bands, and I wonder sometimes why bands of the like the early 2000s, like Papa Roach, would they really be relevant if it wasn't for things like that? Because
I don't feel like Papa Roach were ever relevant. That's just
Oh,
me.
but they were
they're
huge.
Do you know what? They're still
No,
huge.
they-
They're still
but
huge.
why?
Over here they're not, but for some reason in the States they are.
well, to be
To
fair,
be fair, they keep reinventing their sound though, don't they?
sort of
Yeah,
trend.
yeah.
They're very dubsteppy
Yeah.
now, yeah, dubsteppy
that's
rock.
fine,
But then,
Still shite, but
aye, it's still it's
Yeah,
a
I don't
gimmick.
like dubstep thing.
Do you know who should have made it more than them is Alien Ant Farm. They were brilliant.
they were kind of their biggest mistake was that their breakout single was a
AAF.
cover though.
I know. Again,
I
bet-
hate that
if I turned on
fucking tune.
Kerrang, I bet that still gets played every
It
day.
does.
I
It does
bet
actually
it
get
does.
played.
And I
Ding,
bet
ding,
like,
ding, ding.
movies sometimes gets a wee sneak in as well though.
Movie because they had great videos.
Aye.
They had phenomenal videos, very
Yeah,
high
what was the
budget
one they were fighting? Like it was like a fight.
movies. I'm sure
Is
it's
it movies?
aye, it was
Aye.
because they did
That
all
was a cool
in
video,
the
that.
cinema thing.
And
Yeah.
it finishes with
And
them all sitting with a
I was
popcorn.
going to say, all those bands at the time, they all helped each other out. To be fair,
Well, I was about to
that's
say
it,
no,
you
no.
they all
have a-
cameoed and stuff.
Papa Roach
Oh,
and Alien Ant Farm were like basically two sort of Bay, like not I don't know if it's Bay
You
Area.
know the guy
but they
as
were
well
kind
from Fall Out Boy done most of their videos as well. I'm sure he
no,
done a
what
lot
I was
of
going to
videos.
say though was that those two bands, I think they rehearsed in the same place,
Right,
Oh, right,
and they were
okay.
tipped. They were both signed at the same time. There's a whole
Right.
thing with Papa Roach and Alien Ant Farm. So they basically there was no rivalry. They both went, look, we want
Mates.
we want you guys to go. Like, no, we want you guys to make it. And it was Papa Roach that just picked them to the post. So in the original tours when Papa Roach were massive, Alien Ant Farm went with them and kept them going for a while.
Aye.
That's
and then
pretty fucking cool, man.
Alien Ant Farm then kind of were like, oh, that's really awesome. But then Papa Roach had to go like, well, you know, we've done it now. We can't just keep bringing you it the whole time.
Yeah.
So they just get bigger and bigger for a few years anyway. While Alien Ant Farm.
Do you know what
were
though?
like,
Take note, folks. That's the way you fucking.
that
that's
is
the way
the
create
way
a scene.
that's how a scene works. Yeah.
Absolutely, that's how you create a scene. See this fucking nonsense, like Oasis nonsense, like they're fucking shit. We don't help them, blah blah blah. Wouldn't piss them there, throw on fire. Really? You're a fucking idiot then. Oh, I just don't get it. And do you know
But in a
what?
weird way,
The local
Oasis
scene's
created
really
their own
bad.
scene with that
Yeah,
attitude.
that's what I mean.
Every
It's
band then, like Kasabian came along and went,
Terrible.
yeah, we're fucking dicks.
Terrible, man. Absolutely awful. Slagging bands and just what are you doing? What's wrong with you? Fucking work together and create a really cool scene. I mean, like all your Seattle bands, they all work together. Do you know what I mean? You look
Aye.
at a band back in the day.
There was
Like-
always rivalries though as well.
I think. Do you know what though? There's a lot of Scottish scene at the moment is really working together. See like that Brew at the Bog and all that, and the summer sessions and stuff that's happening. All these things, they're really.
And it's hard because nowadays it's not cheap to put festivals
Exactly.
and gigs.
But these guys
and
are
people
all
still
really,
try.
But these guys are really like these guys are helping each other out. Like they really are. Like all these bands are doing it for like a fraction of the price they would normally get paid. I'd imagine.
I know, exactly.
And they're doing it, and there's a lot of bands are playing Tina Part and stuff, probably getting double what they're getting paid playing these wee shit festivals. And they're like, I don't care. It's worth it. Is it's getting music out to people that wouldn't normally hear it or whatever. And definitely, man, it's a way to go, man.
That's always. I mean, that's kind of something that's impressed me. Like, I'm not really a Father Son fan, but you tend to see the guys from Father Son at a lot of other gigs in about
Uh-huh.
town.
Oh, definitely, man. Aye. In fact, what gig were we at? It was a bass player, was it?
The Quinny gig.
Quinny's gig, that's right.
But
yeah.
it wasn't Quinny, it was Pacific Theatre. But we were
Quinny
there
was
for
supporting
Quinny.
them, though.
Aye.
I'll be with that for Quinny, aye. Look at it, lie.
Oh, that night in
That
Block.
was it. That was the last gig. That was their final gig, wasn't it? Their farewell gig.
And
of course, Ross came along to see
that was-
the Huxtable night with Carnivores.
yeah,
aye.
what was his
His
brother?
brother's playing. But I
played
guess,
but I mean,
He still came.
I've seen him at a lot of other gigs as well. I've seen him at like Vicovey.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I, seen
I mean,
about Block
no
stuff,
no
so-
offense to the guys in Father Son, but they're not anywhere near as big to not be doing that. I
you know
don't
what?
think it's
I know
odd.
what you mean, but
I
it's
don't
just-
think we should think
but
of it
then-
as
But,
odd.
I
but then-
think, but there's a lot of bands out there that are kind of the same, that aren't doing that.
don't
I know what you
But
mean,
I think,
yeah.
I think they're genuinely
They'll
interested
take their
in
tiny bit of fame and go, I'm a diva sort of thing now, you know.
But I think these guys are genuinely like we're into music.
Music
They're
fans, of
they're
course
music
they are.
fans. I mean, you can tell.
Well, of course, Ross Layton
Yeah,
does.
that's what I
He
was
still
gonna
does
say.
the open mic.
You take words
So,
out of my mouth.
aye.
That's exactly what I was going to
So
say.
I'm surprised he does in a weird way,
Do you know
but
what? I'm not.
he's
That's
still
a
doing
cool
it.
thing. It's a good way. Do you know what?
Because I
just
tell you
think-
what, you wouldn't get the fucking guy from Pride's doing that still.
No, no way.
Talking
no,
of
no,
which,
I've heard
they
a
were
few
announced
stories.
as they're opening main stage at Tina Park.
They are
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah, the first band to play the new.
And guess who also is La Fontaine's?
Wait,
They're,
Are they?
they're doing it on the Saturday, opening up on the Saturday.
Do you know what? That's
the main
cool.
stage.
That's good.
There's
I'm glad
a
for them.
massive
Actually,
No,
shop.
I'm really glad for them.
I'm glad for them. I don't like.
I'll be hungover to fuck, I can't
I've
wait.
never really liked their music. I can't get into it, but they're nice guys and they're
Yeah,
good
yeah.
at what they do. So
Do you know
fair
they've
play
been
them.
teasing? In
Well,
fact,
actually, they're another band that turn up at a lot of gigs because Kelly's
Yeah,
at that
yeah.
thing and
I wish they would.
yeah, of course, Kerr was at the same gig.
Do you know
yeah.
what? I wish they would just make it because they deserve it. They've busted their
I
arse.
think after the
for
summer. Well,
years,
I was
man.
going to say they've
Really,
been
really
teasing.
tried.
I'll have to do this. I'll have to message you guys this later because it's hard to describe it because there's only been little tiny snips they've been doing. They've hinted when they announced that a couple of days ago at Tina Park that they're currently working on something incredible, and then a guy I know who
Let's join
is it,
them.
is it the NHC podcast?
NHC podcast. Well, a guy that I know who does the roadieing for them, who also roadies for a lot of other names, big names. He was with them when they posted that because they both posted two kind of cryptic pictures, and they're in like a desert somewhere. They're in like some exotic they're in another country right now doing something.
That's cool.
Either a massively awesome video or they're record. I've got a sneaky suspicion I recognised
both?
the little time. What?
Bit of both.
I think it's in our broth.
Was
They're in
it-
our
Maybe
broth.
in our broth.
They're in our
Our
broth.
broth's nicest time of year.
Was it Shark in the Water, their video that was like New York and stuff like that? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, they done that when they were over last year doing that thing with what's that blonde Scottish singer?
Nina Nesbitt.
Yes, they were doing some Scottish sort of showcase thing with her, and they took the opportunity,
Lucky
which is
boys.
good. I know. I'm pretty sure they showed her some stuff. I was trying to tie that in with the showcase thing I was saying there. Fucking terrible.
Hey, Zayn Malik tar good and proper.
Malikter.
Malikter.
Oh, horrible. Love it. But
Nice.
yeah, no, I'm excited because they
In
can
general,
just in general. I'm just that excited.
just a
guys.
fucking half tilt.
But yeah,
It'd
Yeah.
be pretty cool to see some new stuff from them. And as Colin says, it'd be quite good to see them.
I'd
Do you-
love to see them with a.
I tell you what.
gigs with them. They're really, really
No, I
nice
tell you what,
guys.
I tell you what, the La
Fair play.
Fontaines.
Always been really nice.
Here's the thing that's kind of interesting for me about them. They've not really released anything in the past 2 years.
Yeah, that's
I think
right,
they've
yeah.
had like 2 singles out
Yeah.
with 2 videos,
Aye.
and they've managed to headline
and they've managed to keep
headline
They
the
sold it at
ABC.
ABC, aye.
They sold it ABC, and they went from the Classic Grand
To the
upstairs selling, and then they did the ABC with like 2 singles.
Yeah.
Really, as the lineup they are now, when they changed in this new lineup about 4 years
Oh,
ago.
they've definitely got a following.
Now,
There's no
to
doubt
do
in
that with 2 fucking singles and not a lot of touring.
Yeah.
They did like 3 or 4
I
tours.
say they've got 3 Scottish dates that I think went up today. I'm sure I've seen Craig
They just
sharing them today, yeah.
brand new this
Yeah.
weekend. Yep. Yeah, so there you go. I mean,
And even
it's-
then, I think they're possibly the week running up to tea, and it's like Aberdeen.
What's the name of the
Dundee,
band?
that
It's
will
in the
be.
background, by the way, and it's bleeding through the mics. It's
the band you might hear is called Keelhauled.
Keelhauled,
Keelhauled. Haul that keel.
the finest sea shanty
cover band this
shindig
side of.
Sea
Little
shanty
outfit.
shindig.
this side of the universe.
They're
Yeah.
playing soon down in Fanny by Gaslight.
Oh, cool.
Fannies, playing Fannies.
Planet
I
Fannies.
think it's a band called Cracker Man or something like that, supporting some metal band. I don't know if that makes. I don't know if that's a big deal or not.
Cracker Man and Fannies.
My God,
I'm off to Fannies to crack some men.
Let's crack some fannies.
That's horrifying.
Aye.
What
We're
have we
gonna crack
said?
some
We've
fannies
said some
against the
outrageously awful, disgusting
bricks.
things this week.
Yeah.
It's much like most.
We set a bar, we try and spunk over it. Yeah, I knew that was going to take you by surprise, that one. Colin just had a
It's
heart attack
minor
hemorrhage.
aneurysm, but I'm alright. I'm over it.
To be fair,
So,
though, he
yeah.
did just break the record.
Yeah, we did.
Ah,
It's
Jesus.
in my eyes.
It's in my mouth. But yeah, so,
salty.
what else have we got to talk about this week?
I don't know. I
Have
think
we got anything else?
No,
it
a great
feels
deal.
like we're over
We're,
more time
we're
anyway.
pretty much we're at our limit. Actually, believe it
Yeah,
or not, we've
yeah,
actually
man.
spunked our load again.
Again, man.
Hey.
It's spaftastic.
Always with the jizz.
Well, it's your show. Well, okay, on that note then, we'll see you guys next
We
week.
will. We'll have probably loads more to talk about.
Yep, thanks for listening.
Loads.
Cheers.
more.
Loads.
This has been the NHC podcast sponsored by SoundShape.
Sponsored by SoundShape.
Woo.
Bye.
All archers.
you come inside? Don't you stay for the night? There's no need to bring a weapon, cause there's nothing to fight. Just the dirt and the blood and the shadows too. Hiding demons and the spirits that are coming for you. You can run, you can hide, you can beg on your knees, but it doesn't make a difference, much to do with me, please. Don't try to escape, don't try to